are, folks. Season 6, If It Be Real podcast. I like to reach across the pond, and I have a lot of ancestry, so I think I have a special place, has a special place in my heart over in the UK. And I'm heading into Manchester today, and I'm pulling in Autocamper. And Autocamper just put a new record out. Great title. What do you do all day? Question mark. It's a very good question. We'll ponder a bit of that. But I'm super excited to talk with them. This is kind of, they're super jangly and indie and shit. We'll throw some psych in there as well because they have a few songs that are pretty darn trippy, which I love. So guys, thanks so much for hopping on here and sharing a little bit about you guys and your band and your music and how it all came to be. Yeah, well, I listened to the record one time through and I'm like, these guys, I got to talk to them. It's like, what have they done here with this record? And then it was the first introduction I had to Autocamper, but I then went back in and started to dive around a little bit more. And it was just, oh, it's beautiful. Just love it. So where did all this start, guys? So this record that just came out, like you have other recordings that came out. How did Autocamper come to be, I guess is my question. What were the circumstances or the run-ins or that brought you to where you are now?
Me and Jack, we at an Orioles. Yeah, and I don't think you actually watched them. I think you spent the whole time outside. Might have. But yeah, we met then through one of my friends, and then started a band that never happened, and then decided we needed some more people, so we met Neve.
Guys, it's really hard to hear you.
Well, that'll be my computer making loud noises.
Okay. We'll cut that out, but carry on. I can hear you now.
Okay. No.
Okay. So we met Neve. No, where did we meet? It was on a website.
We met Neve on an internet website, but not a dating website.
Yeah.
And then we arranged to go for a drink in a pub, and I was going to a gig across the road. There was an Umbrellas concert. They were a band that are on Slumberland Records. And then, sorry, Harry's chewing.
You met Arthur.
I met Arthur that same night after me and Harry met Neve, but Neve and Harry didn't go to that concert, which it levels out me not watching the Orioles.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. And like, was there an automatic kind of chemistry that you guys felt with what you guys like to listen to and kind of grew up listening to?
Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like we all had similar influences.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really grow up listening to any of this kind of music, so I just stumbled into.
What was the music you grew up listening to? Curious.
It was all like deep house and techno because my dad was a DJ, so that was all that was on in the house when I was growing up.
Whoa.
So yeah, that was I kind of found my own way with that. But, well, I'm glad to listen to that.
Yep. Do you how did the evolution then? Like, how did you get to kind of more poppy, jangly, indie? Like, what was the gateway that brought you into deciding, okay, yeah, let's make a band around this style of music, even though that it's something that you might not be all that familiar with?
I think that's what me and Harry kind of like bonded on when we were talking about bands, because it was like there was a band called Perspex from Leeds that we both knew of, that we were both like, yeah, I like them, and then the Pastels was the other one.
Yeah, right.
So that's why we initially did that. The twee stuff at the beginning.
Right. And Jack, what about like what were you writing? Like, how did music start to come into your purview? Like, what was it that started you thinking, yeah, I want to write songs and be in a band and perform for people and release records? Like, when did that seed start to sprout inside you?
It's probably been like since before I can remember. Like when I was a kid, music was just about a lot. Like my nan used to take me to folk festivals.
Hmm.
And I've always just like, my dad was quite like open-minded with how like I interact with music, I think, when I was a kid.
Hmm.
So he'd play stuff like, he'd just play stuff on the radio, or he'd play stuff just randomly. And if I liked it, he'd keep playing it and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So like, it's a lot of those bands that I listened to when I was like 3 or 4 are still bands that I really like now. And it's weird because I sort of like, I found myself gravitating towards things that they are without kind of consciously doing that when I look for stuff, if I'm kind of looking for new things to listen to, if that makes any sense.
Totally. I get it, man. I like it. I like the path that you guys are weaving. Well, there's several reviews that mention this sense of, I don't know, a bit of silliness, melancholy in your songs. When you're writing, are you consciously trying to capture those quiet moments in life? Like, where did the inspiration for these songs emerge from in the process of writing them, or going, putting an album together?
Where does the feeling come from?
Yeah, like I was kind of like doing a deeper dive into the lyrics and looking at some of the reviews of the record. And there's this, there's this subtleness to like everyday moments in life. And then how you guys kind of turn them or twist them a little bit. How do you approach writing the lyrics, and where are they inspired from most of the time?
It's kind of like, I don't know. It's not a case of me thinking about what I'm actually, I don't sit down and go like, I'm going to write a song about this.
Right.
It's just kind of like how I'm feeling at that moment, and then it'll all kind of come out while I'm making the music happen as well, or like making the initial song structures happen.
Right.
But ladies can be very cruel. Ladies can be very cruel, and I don't like paying council tax.
Right.
So there are 2 things that make me very sad. And that comes out in the music. Most of my songs are about sad things happening,
right,
relationship wise. So
I think it's just about being sincere with what you're experiencing. I think we've always had this kind of
that's
something with like sincerity and kind of avoiding irony, or
that was something we've said from the start.
Yeah, it's always been kind of a driving force of our friendship in general. Really.
Yeah, definitely.
Like just kind of being honest with what's going on and what you're doing and what you create, and I think it's important to just be honest and like put your bollocks behind it in a way, kind of like have a bit of.
And if they get kicked, they get kicked hard. mainly by me, maybe.
Oh, the trauma is coming out here. And do you find that it's easier to write songs about, the gut-wrenching issues that we experience in life more so than, because I mean, the record is very light in the sense that when I listen to it personally, I kind of feel happy and uplifted, and like, are you trying to play those two where the music that's accompanying the lyrics are kind of in different spots in your mind?
I think it's in the same spot for me anyway, with writing the music side, because it's not like a sadness, it's like a wistfulness.
Right.
More than it. So it kind of it's that thing about like you might be sad, but you're still experiencing things and you still live.
Yeah. I'm not really going for like woe is me, or sort of like, oh, the boy bet the girl and now the boy is sad because the girl likes another boy, or killed the dog of the boy or whatever. But it's more like from a listening perspective, a lot of kind of like happy songs or certain melodies or things in production of songs will make me feel a very strong emotion. And I think that's kind of what I aim for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's hard to explain. Like, it's not something you can put into words. I think it's just like it's just music, and like wistful's a good way of putting it, because it's like you'll hear something maybe like even like ambient music. There's things in every kind of bit of music that might just kind of set off that little trigger in your head, and you just kind of like get all fizzy, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's like when people.
I felt that fizzy. It's good.
That's sweet. I'm glad that my pain and suffering could be something nice.
It'd be like water.
And again,
Yeah, I'd like to think that our music gives people a similar kind of vibe to, like, you know, when like teenagers listen to videos of dogs licking yogurt pots to go to sleep, stuff like that. I'd like people to, yeah. I'd like people to get that out of it.
and how did you guys assemble this latest record? How did it come to be? Was this a collection of songs that you guys sat down and created together, or Jack, are you bringing in most of the finished song, or like how does the band get from an idea to actually, okay, let's put this down on tape?
I kind of half-ass it with an acoustic guitar or whatever until it goes into the room, and then everyone sort of kicks it about, and that's when it becomes a song.
Right.
It's kind of collaborative as far as that goes.
Right. Right. And do you find that each person brings, I mean, I guess it's a pretty obvious question, but I'm going to flush it out anyway. Do you find that each musician brings their own, like, you were mentioning that, you know, your dad was a DJ and, you know, like that's what you grew up listening to. Like, do you see those kinds of influences seep in through members of the band to kind of create this kind of unique sound that you guys have?
Yeah, definitely. Arthur the drummer's got his own sort of like way of bringing a demo to us, in so much as like he creates it as a song on his laptop in a sort of like electronic format,
right?
And then we reinterpret it. Neve's got a very particular style of writing,
right?
And she's got her own vibe to it. And Harry is. I'll let you explain yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I
Tell us about yourself.
should accent and thing.
Right.
He's very good. He's underselling himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I think I have one song which will never see the light of day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of retreated on writing. I think I'm better at just putting finishing touches on with people's stuff.
Right. Well, I'm sure it's far more than that, but your subtlety in answer is very nice.
He's a gentleman.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, Manchester, that's what they produce is gentlemen, correct?
No, definitely not. Not anymore. Maybe in the late 1800s. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, the Industrial Revolution was a great time. It made many men very rich.
So, record July, right? Around
Yeah.
response. They're so far out. The record, and like towards.
Yeah, it's been good. I think it's always hard to kind of gauge how people are liking it, because there's a lot of times where people will come up to you and go, "Oh yeah, I love the new album." But you're never sure whether they're being serious or they're just saying it to your face. That might be quite cynical, but I feel like everyone's really enjoyed it. Like, even like friends and I guess people whose opinion that I care about,
Yeah.
have really liked it. And I think that's like a very telling kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I got wind. There it goes. Sorry about that. Yeah, just echo what Harry said, really. It's so much as like when there are people's opinions that like I know they're being honest, it means a lot. It's nice. I don't like bad reviews though. Bad reviews are mean.
I think there was a guy in Uncut who reviewed us and gave us a 6 out of 10, and he only mentioned other bands in the review.
Yeah.
I think there was like 6 other bands in the review.
Yeah.
and then gave us a 6 out of 10. And they were all cracking bands as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought that was kind of hilarious.
That's the kind of one thing that grinds on me a bit. It's all that seems to happen in a lot of reviews that are bigger reviews just we get compared to a lot of other bands.
Right.
Whereas like in smaller reviews or fanzines or something where people really care about what they're writing about, then they really find something in it. And that can be where most of like the sort of like, oh, you didn't know you'd done something that like that to someone sort of thing comes from.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't like laziness.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time on that album and
I mean, you guys have toured with this record a little bit? Like, have you done some shows?
yeah, we played.
Yeah.
We basically toured it from the day it came out for like a week and a bit.
Okay.
And then we've taken the gas off the last sort of like 2 months.
Okay. And is like what's coming down the pipe for you guys? So we're, almost done 2025, 2026 is around the corner. What can fans and listeners look forward to with Autocamper?
We're going to go to the New World. We're going to get on an aeroplane. We're going to go to the continent, to Europe, to do many things that would be illegal in England.
Like not queuing.
Yeah, like not queuing out. Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah.
Right.
Smoking banana skins.
Smoking inside.
Smoking indoors, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to be smoking indoors. That's what we're going to be doing. That's the answer to your question.
And after smoke, will you maybe play a tune or two?
I don't know if people pay me enough money. Yeah.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that the shows that people are warm to the songs, like they recognize them, or every now and then fan like singing along with you guys? Like, are you getting to that point where you can start to see the influence that the record's having on a population that you might not be familiar with?
There was a guy we played a gig in Newcastle, and there was a guy we later found out is Peter from the Nibbums, who are like an old C87 band, I believe.
Yeah.
And he knew a lot of the words to the songs, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah, in Glasgow as well.
Really kind of. I had a lot of people in Glasgow.
I had Fraser McCallum barking the words back at me every time I looked at him. It was brilliant. and the album had only been out for 2 days at that point as well.
It's been to learn.
That's dedication. Yeah, I'd like to dedicate this podcast appearance to Fraser.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's done.
Ultimate plug right there. Awesome. And when you guys kind of look to the next record or the next EP or single or whatever, like, are you guys looking at extending the sound that you've created already with the latest record? Or are you guys looking at also like, okay, let's get a little bit more of that house action in there, or let's, try to bring in this or that? Like, are you guys seeing how you want to go after the next record in a different way, or do you want to follow the same vein that you started with this record?
Probably something different.
No, yeah, I don't think we have any interest in repeating ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's like quite an important thing.
We've not really. I think we're getting to the point now where we might start sitting down and thinking about that and writing and stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, like, having thought about it for a few weeks, it is like, I want things to be better, different and better. There's no point in doing the second thing that's the first thing. That's kind of what a lot of bands do now, and I'm bored of it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just want to say that I think that What Do You Do All Day is a really great record. And I answer that question with, well, I listen to Autocamper, of course, because it's really a great record through and through. I really love the sequencing of the songs that you guys put together. Like, I find they flow super well one into the next. And the variety, like the shifting of the singing, of the vocals, and like, there's so much happening. It's so much fun to go back and revisit because there's a lot of subtleties in there that you might not get after even 3 or 4 listens. So I just want to say that it's a really great record that you guys put out. And this has been really fun talking with you guys. a cast of characters for sure. And I definitely encourage our European brothers and sisters to go and check you guys out. Get a t-shirt if you want to sell them, a record. Go and say hi to these guys, buy them a drink. Support these guys. They're doing some really cool stuff, and check out their record they just put out over this summer. Guys, I wish you all the best. Thanks so much for taking a bit of time and joining me on you guys in the future and me in the past. It's been a real treat, so thank you.
Yeah, we'll look out for you in a few hours.
Yeah, I'll catch up eventually. Right.
We'll know things that you don't.
I know. That's why I'll reach out. I want to know the future. All right, guys. Cheers to you and all the best.